Tonight's episode was so much fun. All right, I'm tired, just like I am every night. Let's get into this review. I'm Kim Ray. This is Kim Ray Music TV. This is another Pose review, probably your last Pose review for season 2. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I don't know where my phone's at, so are we going to have notes? Is the question. Are we going to have notes? In the meantime, between time, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you're liking this video, thumbs upping the video. Make sure you're also following all the links in the description box. Hashtag JTFIO, that's the new podcast series. Make sure you're following that. Make sure you're in tune and comment what you thought about this week's episode while I'm looking for my notes. Okay, so we got 8 months fast forward. We open with Blanca. She has moved her shop essentially into her home. Now we find out later that these fumes, acetone, nail polish remover, nail polish is not good for her, you know, with her being HIV positive, because she's more prone to catching pneumonia, which she did. Now they gave us a big fright. Okay, because we know it's the last episode. We know y'all gotta do it up. Okay, so we thought we was about to lose Blanca. She wasn't looking good. She was looking down for the count. As a matter of fact, Pray Tell comes through. He's dressed as if he's been influenced by Ricky quite a bit, right? So this is where he lets us know that they've been working it out one day at a time. And I'm like, bruh, y'all still together, huh? Y'all are still together, and I can't believe it. Now, like I said, we do see them throughout the episode. They are good for each other. My only plight, which it seems like I got into a lot of little tit for tat things with different people. My only plight was that he went after someone that he mentored was in love with. And wasn't that like his first and all this? So it's like all that didn't even matter to him, you know? But I guess, I don't know, we're past it. They look good together. Pray Tell and Ricky have something that I'm sure a lot of people wish that they could have. I still can't quite figure out the if I like it, if I don't like it, if the reason I don't like it is only because of Damon, or is it because this whole daddy thing? Like, I don't know about that. Okay, so we're dealing with Blanca sick, and the fact that all her kids have moved on. She feels like she doesn't have purpose. Throughout this episode, we also see, you know, Elektra feels like the women are not as appreciated. You know, how would you guys feel if you had to walk in our shoes? Talking to the judges, because it's an all male panel. You guys know that from time and time again, it's been all males. So we get these males. At the end of the show, they're going to do a drag show for us and walk in those heels to show us, so that you can see what it's like for women to walk in these heels. Okay, we see some struggly walks. All right, Ricky was giving it. You know, he had body. I liked the shoes. I wanted the shoes. He had face. He had pose. He had movement in the shoulders. Okay, Ricky could do no wrong. He killed it. And so, of course, when he came for the night of, we were all nervous, right? One thing that Pray Tell said, he was, you know, struggling. It was clear, and it's been clear, that he struggles to show his feminine side because we find out because of his past. And this is prevalent in the black community, probably in all communities, as far as race-wise. But basically, he identified feminism with his childhood traumas, where, you know, his dad would call him the F word and be like, he's gonna beat the gay out of him, and, you know, just walk by and just push him for no reason. And then this escalated into actual, like, child abuse. I mean, that was abuse, but even more abuse. And so, you know, Ricky's trying to be sentimental and be there for him. But it just kind of let me know, like, okay, this is why, you know, Pray Tell likes to try to just keep it together as a gay man. Don't let anything feminine slip out. And from what I hear, this is very common in the community, because people feel like the more feminine gays give gay people a bad name, which is a mess. Okay, people should be free to be who they are. One thing that was so beautiful about this episode was you saw gay, I don't even know the right terms, but gay men who See, I don't want to say the wrong terms. But you saw gay men who didn't, you know, dress or didn't acknowledge their feminine side. You saw them get to dress in women's clothing and do the drag shows and wear the heels and feel and all this, right? And you got to see just love and acceptance and, you know, the gender roles thing with the proposal when, you know, Angel gets down on one knee and then Puppy gets down on one knee. That type of stuff right there, that's what I live for. You don't have to subscribe to no gender roles. Ever. Because for what? It makes me perturbed because, you know, people just subscribe to these things that have been put out there from time and time and time and time again. They never ever think about challenging or changing or redirecting the narrative, right? So tonight it just felt good to see all these people celebrating as they're calling the women up. They are hitting these moves and I was just like, yes, yes, walk, 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 walk. I'm tweeting, I'm typing, you know. But that Whitney Houston tribute, you know, if you ain't never seen Whitney Houston do that Star Spangled Banner national anthem and the jaw tremble, honey, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. When Blanca did that, I just was like, the fact that, you know, Whitney Houston was this angel. She had this angelic voice that nobody could touch. She just had these notes and hey, 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 hey. Play with that over there. Go get it. Go get it. She had this angelic voice and the fact that, you know, nobody could clock her. Nobody could do what she did, right? And so then to see Blanca, she had been down, you know, and then she arises, she's all better like this angel, and she's wearing the windbreaker, and then she pops out in the red, and she got the curly bob, and I just was like, yes, 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 yes. Lulu was giving it to us with the ponytail. Elektra was giving it to us with the S, looking like one of Hercules' rods. You know, look, one of Zeus's rods in the dress. Okay, I love this show. If not for the fairy tale of it all, because, you know, unfortunately we live in a terrible society where people punish people just for merely being who they are. They're happy, they're celebrating, love is love, pride, all of this stuff, and it's just so much hate towards people just being who they are. But let me not go out on that tangent. So tonight's episode, it wrapped up a lot of things. You know, Damon's successful overseas. He started his own family. That part didn't make sense to me. He's only been gone for 8 months, and he's already started a family, and he like 19, 20. I'm like, I don't know if you can really just be starting a family. Like, how old are they? Like, minors? So I don't know about that part. You know, it was admirable, but at the same time, it was like, that kind of didn't fit the storyline. Watching these men walk in these heels, that was funny to me because we had the deaconess walk and we had the tiptoe walk, and then when they finally killed it in the end, and Pray Tell was giving me Candy Ferocity, right? Pray Tell did such a good job, you know, in his walk, but I thought he was gonna walk out there and just kill it. He didn't, but he looked amazing. So let me see who else. Let me look at my... Oh, the landlord got arrested because there was a witness. I'm a living witness, but there was a witness who saw her, you know, doing an arson to her own place. And it don't look like she's getting out. Now, one thing I found interesting was that she was snapping about, you know, wanting to live her dreams. And as a woman, don't do it. As a woman, this dog keeps hitting this camera. As a woman, you know, you're not going to dare tell her that she can't live her dreams. Fine, whatever. But the fact that she was like, if she's guilty of anything, it's taking the dreams of another woman. I'm like, okay, so if you acknowledge her as a woman and you're fine with all that, then why are you even there? Why'd you even burn the place down? I thought it was because you had a disdain for transsexuals or for the entire community. I don't know. Am I wrong? So I'm confused as to why she even took it this far. Maybe she was just talking in the heat of the moment, but it just annoyed me because it's like, what did you even do all this for? Okay, let's see. let's see, Angel and Poppy. So she's wondering why she ain't had no work. She's been clocked, and obviously this I guess she's an agent or whoever she is. She has a special place in her heart for Angel. So matter of fact, Poppy has all this compassion, and he wants to start this agency for girls like Angel so that they can get work. It gets successful. They're going to Berlin, and am I the only one that was like, I hope nothing bad happens? Like, I really thought excuse me, I really thought they were gonna show us them going to Berlin, something crazy happening, but it didn't. So that was kind of weird for me, how everything kind of tied up nicely, you know. Then we see these kids in the end. This is kind of like our light for season 3, where we see what Blanca's gonna do with these kids that she meets, right? So let's see, what's some predictions for season 3? Is everyone going to come back? Do you think anyone's not going to come back? My question is, Damon, he's overseas, so he's kind of set up to not return. Ricky, he's going on tour with Paula Abdul, but will he be back? We need our Elektra, we need Pray Tell, we need Lulu, we need Angel, we need Poppy. But it seems like they kind of set it up to where everyone's leaving. You're so heavy. You're so heavy. So I don't know. So what do we think about that? What do we think about tonight? What do we think about, you know, let's focus on some character development here. Elektra, from the very beginning, when she first came on the show, she's very, very, very rotten. And then even the beginning of season 2, she was rotten. So to see her like kind of transform into this like compassionate mother of the year and saying all these nice things about her kids, it's very weird for me. I mean, it's human, and I would have hoped that she would be this way, but it's weird for me that she didn't stay consistent in her toxicity. Angel and Poppy, they getting married. You know, one thing I love about this show, but also be confused, is like the reality of it all, it's missing. Like money, where they be getting money from? You know, she said savings, but you know, I ain't enough money in the world, right? Let me see. Passports. They're all going overseas. When did they get passports? Are we going to see Damon's teacher again? What is going to happen with these 2 new kids that Blanca has met? Are Blanca and Pray Tell going to have influence on them? What is going to happen in season 3? Y'all let me know your predictions for next season down below. We had a great night, right? It was great to see the culture. It was great to see that everyone do. You know, I just want to go one time. Just let me come one time. I want to see. I want to enjoy the festivities. That's the only move I know. But as far as Camera Music TV, us moving forward, we're not going to have a show Tuesday night to review anymore. And honestly, with 4 classes and I got a new job, I think it might be wise to just stick with Queen Sugar and then roll on into Real Housewives of Atlanta when that comes back. Keep my podcast going, keep the word of the day going, and then potentially another segment. Hey, chill. You see the ball? See, mira la pelota, una pelota. Ooh, go get it. Okay. So, I think that'll be wise. You know, obviously we'll have to slow down the content some, but it has to, I'm going to try to put out content that's not so time sensitive, right? Because if I have class all these nights, I can't be rushing home to be watching this show doing, you know, which is, I love to do it, but I try to reserve that for my more watch videos like Real Housewives of Atlanta, Pose. Queen Sugar's on the lower end, but it's my show. Okay, so you guys let me know what you thought about this week's episode down below. What shows will you be watching for the fall? I'm Camera, this is Camera Music TV, and for the last time on the Pose Reviews, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!